We live in an amazing place. The British Isles is teeming with some amazing landscapes. It's abundant in flora and fauna. And the best thing about it is that it's on our doorsteps. In this series, I've been on the trail around my home county of Norfolk in search for these hidden and not so hidden vistas. It's been a fantastic journey so far, full of sights and sounds and smells that make the county one of the best for walking. In this programme, join me, Daniel Evans, as I continue along the Nar Valley Way. The Gnar Valley Way is a 33-mile-long walking trail that meanders through a whole myriad of different landscapes between the medieval town of King's Lynn and Gressinghall. The route follows quiet tracks and country lanes, crossing farmland and passing through woods, meadows and commons. Just like every trail so far in this series, the Gnar Valley Way excites the traveller. It has an abundance of heritage, and nestled in and around the history is a multitude of flora and fauna. Leaving Gressinghall, it isn't long before you arrive in Beeston with Bittering, a large parish located about 5 kilometres northwest of East Dereham. Beeston and Bittering were originally 2 parishes, but were united in the 20th century, producing a rather peculiar shape for the parish. Beeston is not recorded in the Domesday Book, although Bittering is. The best way to taste its medieval history is in their local church. St Peter and Paul's Church are both medieval churches, which have been enhanced since with modern elements. But the church isn't the only link to the parish's medieval history. A medieval windmill stood where the parish boundaries of Beeston and Bittering meet, and it's the mill that gives my next location its name. Along the Gnar Valley Way, Malham is a village that sits on an old coaching road that linked King's Lynn with Norwich. The name Malham comes from the presence of a mill which can still be seen to this day, but it isn't necessarily a mill which makes Malham so special. There's something even more grand. This is Malham Castle in the village of Malham. It was once the most celebrated Motte and Bailey castle in Norfolk. It's no longer that celebrated castle. Today it's used for grazing, but the woodland behind me holds a special place to watch some fallow deer. And the medieval heritage continues and gets, arguably, more exciting in my next location. It's Litcham, a small village mentioned in the Domesday Book as a market town in the centre of Norfolk. In the Elizabethan times, the village was the centre of the local tanning industry, which explains the tanning equipment on the village sign. I'm in Litcham All Saints Church, consecrated in 1412, and a church that has some fine examples of medieval graffiti. The south of the village is home to something less mysterious, the Litcham Common. It's a managed nature reserve consisting of 28 hectares of heath and mixed woodland. In 2008, 4 Dartmoor ponies were part of a scheme to reintroduce grazing and help prevent the growth of the encroaching shrub. A Bronze Age burial mound has been found here on the common, and a rare collection of some very historic coins is kept in the local museum. We continue along the Nar Valley Way through the east of the village and across the common, a trail that offers a great variety of scenery along the country lanes and tracks, never far from the river. The path follows farm tracks and soon meets up with my final location, Castle Acre. Castle Acre takes its name from the walled castle built in the 12th century by the Normans, an important Norfolk visitor attraction and one of the largest and best preserved monastic sites in England, dating back to 1090. It was founded soon after the Norman conquest of 1066 by William de Rouen, the first Earl of Surrey, as his most important estate in Norfolk. It's now in the care of English Heritage. Castle Acre boasts an extraordinary wealth of history, and this castle is one of the only few sites here in Norfolk which is a complete Norman settlement. The Gnar Valley continues, but that's where our exploration of it comes to an end. The villages that are dotted in and around the trail are some of the finest examples of preservation in the county. It goes to show that in the present, the past does not just exist, but is celebrated and remembered, and will continue to do so in the near future. In the next programme, I join onto Gnar Way and make my way right down to the south of the county.